Guys, you would think a tornado, an earthquake, and a hurricane is passing through my walls, my bedroom walls. Like, this is how bad. Boom, boom, boom. Like, stuff, he's just, like, hi guys, Nadia here. Welcome back to my channel, Nadia's World. If you are new here, welcome. Come on in. So guys, today is May 9th and yesterday was Mother's Day, so I would just like to say, I know I'm a little bit late. I really wanted to record this video yesterday, but by the time I was done cleaning and doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, it was nighttime and I was spent. And I was like, girl, you have to record this video tomorrow. So I know every day is Mother's Day, but I just want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, or happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And guys, yeah, in this video, I'll be playing catch up with you guys. So I'm really trying to be consistent, guys, okay? I'm really trying to be consistent, and I'm thinking to myself, if I could record a video or post a video every Sunday of me like wrapping up the prior week in regards to like school or anything that's going on in my life. So this would be like a weekly update pretty much. So if you want to hear more about what happened last week, how my week was last week, then please keep on watching. So guys, last week, we're gonna start at May 1st, because May 1st was on a Sunday. That whole week, guys, it was a tough week for me. It was the toughest week for me in regards to school, and it was one of the roughest weeks since I've been here in this building that I so badly want to get out of. So yeah, let's start with school first, right? Let's start with school. I'm taking 2 classes this term, and they're kicking my ass. Excuse my language. They are one in particular called statistical reasoning. Guys, it's beating my butt. I'm because it's so like math based. It's like no joke, but every time I go to solve the questions, I'm like, girl, you have to get an A. You have to get a 90 something. So guys, last week, the assignments were just coming back to back. Because of my situation here in the house, in this apartment, which I'm gonna talk about later, because we're talking about school right now, my mental state is not always like healthy and together. And I'm just praying, and I want you all to pray for me that I will get out of this situation very soon, okay? Because I ended up turning in an assignment late because of what happened on Sunday morning, May 1st. Like, awful headache. But you know what, guys? My professor for that particular class, I just told her what happened. I didn't go into all the nitty-gritty details, but I did tell her what happened. You know, like, I'm going through a rough time right now. The last week and a half has not been easy for me, and it's messing with my mental health and my emotions and everything. So if you could just extend, you know, me turning in the assignment, because it was a research paper. So I just told her I would really appreciate it if you could just give me a few more days to turn in this assignment. And you know, she responded back to me and she said, Nadia, it's fine. I'm so sorry. Whatever it is you're going through, I hope it gets better. And I won't deduct any points for you turning in it late. So thank God for professors like those, because I really appreciated that. So back to my statistical reasoning class, guys. This class, pretty much as you hear it, is all about statistics and mathematics. And when you're looking at that math question, it will start off very easy, like you're in the first grade or second grade. Like last week was all about mean, median, and mode. And I'm like, I learned this from like the second or third grade maybe? Guys, comment down below. I went to primary school in Jamaica. Comment down below if you remember ever learning about mean, median, and mode in elementary school. Because that just took me back, and I was like, wow, why am I doing like this second grade stuff while I'm in college? My major is psychology, like why am I doing math? But I guess in the end it will all make sense. So guys, I had 10 questions for that assignment. 10 questions. And I'm telling you, it took me like 7 hours to complete those 10 questions, because each of those questions had like 5, 6, 7 different parts. And number 10, the last question, had like 13 different parts. And guys, when I told you I took my time and I was like, I'm figuring this out and we're gonna get an A. I'm not accepting it. Guys, I love a challenge, okay? Me, I love a challenge. So out of all the questions, I end up getting one wrong, guys. One wrong. And it was a yes or no question. It was a yes or no question, and I got it wrong. And with how these questions are set up, you could do the whole thing over and they could give you a similar question. So same procedure, but like a similar question. But then you'd have to do all the 13 questions over, and I'm not gonna do that just to get that one correct. So I'm like, you know what, Nadia? My score, guys, when I was done, my score was 98.27%. And I was like, you know what, that's good. All because I got that one question wrong from number 10 with the 13 parts. I was like, okay, we're done. My brain cannot go any further. But on the flip side, guys, it was like so fun doing that. I really, even though I was waiting, like I started in the morning, and then when I took my break from work, I did a little bit more. When I took my lunch, I did a little bit more. And then after work, I was like, you know what? We're getting the rest of these questions out of the way. So guys, it shows that it took me 7 hours to complete all those questions, but it beat my butt. Like, yeah, last week's topic, it beat my butt, because mean, median, and mode might sound really simple, but then it starts off simple and then it gets harder, and I'm like, okay, now we're at college level thinking. So now it makes sense. So yeah, so that was my week with math. And then my other class, like I said, guys, I finished up. She gave me time to complete that research paper. And guys, it's not the first time at this school I'm completing research paper, but for some reason, that research paper, and mind you, it's only worth like 10% of my grade, but you had to be so specific and thorough in the paper. I was like, wow, this paper is giving me a hard time. And I feel like initially I couldn't handle it because of all the stuff that I'm going through here with my neighbors. So it's like I don't always have mental clarity. But Saturday I got it together and I'm like, chick, you're gonna finish this paper and you're gonna turn it in. And guys, Saturday, I finished it. I turned it in and, you know, told her thank you for giving me this extra time to turn it in. But guys, this is the reason why I know I need to move from here, which is gonna take me into my second update for this week about what happened last week, right? But before we get into the second part of this video, I made a lunch today, guys. I was so busy at work. As you guys know, I work from home. Like, I do everything from home. So my life is kind of boring, but I'm the type of person that will work straight and do not eat. And I know that's not healthy, but, and then afterwards, I'll just pig out when I'm, you know, when I'm all done with work, I'll just pig out, which is not good. But, because I feel like when I stop work and start eating and to go back, I get super lazy. So lunchtime today, and I'm gonna insert the clip, I made corn milk. Guys, comment down below if you know what corn, I don't know if that's a proper term for it, but in Jamaica, as a little girl, my mom would make this for me, for the family, and like as a little, you know, pick me up or like a snack or something. So it's pretty much condensed milk, corn, like sweet corn from the can, and I added cinnamon to it. I don't remember if back in Jamaica if she added cinnamon to it, but I know that I wanted to do a little spin to it, so I added cinnamon to mine. And I tried to stay away from condensed milk, guys, because, you know, condensed milk is just like pure milk and sugar, and it is so good, and I love to eat it on bread, but I try not to keep it in my house. So I use coconut milk instead, because your girl is trying to be healthy and have clear skin all the time. So guys, just head over to the clip, and I'm gonna insert the clip now, and just do a hashtag in the comment. Guys, please comment on this video. Just hashtag corn milk if you've ever had something like this, or if your mom or whomever, you know, if you're from the Caribbean or wherever, if your mom or someone in your household ever prepared something like this for you as a snack. It kind of reminded me of porridge, because as a kid in Jamaica, I hated cornmeal porridge, but I love hominy corn porridge. So guys, if as a kid you love hominy corn porridge, please comment down below. Hashtag hominy corn porridge. It's the consistency is different, but with the corn and milk today while I was eating it for lunch, it just reminded me of hominy corn porridge. So take a look. Hi guys, so who remembers this? Guys, I remember this from Jamaica. My mom would make this for like a snack, but honestly guys, today I'm so busy at work and I'm just gonna have this for lunch. So we have coconut milk, or in Jamaica we would use condensed milk because it already has the milk and it's already sweetened, but we want to be healthy. So I'm gonna use a cup of coconut milk. I have my cup here, and I'm gonna use some sweet corn and some cinnamon with some agave. And this is my first time. I've always heard about agave, so this is my first time using agave syrup. I do have honey, but I'm giving honey a break. So I'm just gonna prepare this, put it in the fridge, let it soak, and I'll have it in like an hour or so. So a cup of milk. Yes, guys, I measure everything. Bad habit, but I measure everything. So a cup of milk, and I'm just gonna, I want to use a tablespoon of agave, but I think that's too much because I hear agave is very sweet, and the coconut milk is already a little bit sweet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that much. If I want more, I'll add more later. Like, this gets so easy, guys, but I haven't done this in so long. And then I'm just gonna eyeball the corn. I don't want too much, maybe like a cup or so. I think I need more. Maybe I'll use the whole can. Yeah, I think I'll use the whole can, guys. And what I'll do is I'll just split it in two if I can't finish it. Yeah, this is a lot. I'll just split it in two, and we're gonna put some cinnamon. Yummy, yummy, yummy. First time trying organic ground cinnamon. So it smells so good, guys. It smells like it's organic. That's how it smells. All right, and I'm just gonna stir. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit more of this, a little bit more agave. Hope it's not too sweet. And guys, voila, we're done. We're done. And I made this for my boyfriend when I was in Germany, and he absolutely loved this, guys. This is like a staple in his food now every day. This is a part of his nutrition now. He and his niece, they love this. So this is my first time making this corn milk dessert thing with coconut milk. So I don't know how it's gonna taste. I know it does taste better with condensed milk, but we're staying away from condensed milk. So I'm just gonna put this in the fridge and let it sit. And I'm gonna have it later for lunch, guys. All right, guys, we are back, and hope you guys enjoyed that little clip. So that was pretty much my lunch. I practically had all of it. I think I left maybe a little bit of corn because there was no more milk to go with it, but I'll probably add more corn and more milk tomorrow and more, you know, cinnamon tomorrow, and have some more tomorrow because I really enjoyed it. If anything, I went back and I added more agave syrup. I went back and I added a little bit more agave because I thought it would be sweet. Maybe I'm confusing agave maybe with monk syrup, but compared to honey, I feel like I had to keep adding more for it to get sweet. Whereas I feel like honey, if I had like 1 tablespoon to that amount of milk and corn, it's just like perfect. All right, guys. So the second part of the video about second update on why I was so stressed out last week. So if you guys are watching my video from like last year when I moved here November 1st. And guys, since November 1st, like, let me tell you guys something. When I tell you that, I think I mentioned this in my last video already, it was the biggest regret moving here. I should have just packed up my stuff and moved south because it was the biggest regret moving here. Guys, not all that glitter is gold, okay? Not all that glitter is gold. As the song, an old song goes in Jamaica, pretty face and bad character. Let me tell you, on the outside, this place looks good, but on the inside, it's another story. Like I said before, number one, the walls are thin. Those of you who are close to me, I've had issues, you'll know, right? You'll know that I've had issues with 3 different neighbors here. And now it's practically down to 1. 1 being the autistic child, okay? So I get it, if your child has autism, they have no control over that condition. But guys, when I tell you I have had enough, I've had enough. Where my bedroom is, they live upstairs. Him and his family, they live upstairs. And I'm telling you, when he starts in the morning, like I had to fight, guys. I've been here for a little bit over 6 months now. And I had to fight to get quiet time during the week. Because when he wakes up in the morning and he starts with the sounds, these sounds he makes and banging stuff, and guys, you would think a tornado, an earthquake, and a hurricane is passing through my walls, my bedroom walls. Like, this is how bad this child behaves or his condition is. And you know what, first when I found out about it, at first, like, I was sympathetic, but guys, I'm at the point now where it's messing with my mental health because I'm not getting enough sleep. I have my bedroom, guys. My beautiful bedroom where at nighttime I want to go and I want to get my rest. And sometime 5 o'clock in the morning, he wakes up and he starts. And when he starts, he doesn't stop. But especially on Saturdays and Sundays, it's very bad. Like, his condition, the noise, it sounds like boom, boom, boom. Like stuff, he's just, ah! Like, that's the stuff I'm hearing through my bedroom walls. Why? Number one, these walls here are super thin, like I've said in my last video. So guys, 6 months later, I've had enough. May 1st, the first of the month, it was so bad Sunday morning, guys. When he made that, I don't know if he's pushing over furniture, because you would hear constantly boom, boom, boom. And imagine you're sleeping and that kind of noise wakes you up. Like, that's your alarm clock. And mind you guys, it's Sunday. I'm not working. Saturday to Sunday, I'm off. So I want to just lounge in my bedroom, have my laptop in front of me, and get some work done. I don't always want to be out here because during the day, every day, I'm out here. Like, my office is out here. And that's what I go through every Sunday morning, sometimes early, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning. That's the kind of noise that wakes me up. And I've complained to management over and over about it. I've called the police because I'm allowed to do that because neighbors are disturbing me in my household. So I'm allowed to do that. Of course, nothing is getting done because at the end of the day, they are saying that he was born this way. I get that. But what about me and my mental health? And all this rent I'm paying here. Like, mind you, I live by myself. And someone outside of my apartment is disturbing my peace. Okay? So what about me? And I signed a lease, guys. I signed a 1-year lease. I am not trying to mess up my credit. I signed a 1-year lease. And I've never, in all my life of renting, I've never ever broken my lease for whatever reason, because there was no reason to. Because when I'm committing to something, I commit to something. But guys, I'm telling you, from my first month here, having to deal with 3 different neighbors here with noise situation, again, because these walls are so thin and some people, they just don't care. I've been wanting to leave here for a while. This place is not worth it. I could have stayed where I was because this is not worth it. Like the gym they have downstairs, and yes, I have my washer and dryer right there, cool. But the things I've had to go through with neighbors here, guys, it's not worth it. So on Sunday morning, May 1st, the noise got so bad that I'm like, no. Guys, the boom, it like hit me right here because I'm sleeping, you're in your deep sleep, and this noise just hit you in your forehead. And it's like the headache is just there. Just right here in my forehead. And I'm like, I'm not taking this anymore. I'm going upstairs. And guys, I went upstairs. And I knocked on their door. I knocked on their door. The dad opened the door, and I said, "Sir, you know the situation with your son. It's terrible. I'm being honest, guys. That's exactly what I told him." And I was just as calm as I am right now, even though my heart is heated. And I said, "The noise here is terrible. The situation." I said, "The situation with your son is terrible." Guys, long story short. Because it turned from a conversation to an argument, and we got heated, and I'm not apologetic about anything. I wish I had said worse things, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm really glad I didn't, because when you say bad things that you don't mean, you cannot take them back. But I told him, I said, the situation with your son it's terrible. And he's like, well, I've been living here for 7 years, and my child is autistic, and if you can't deal with it, then you need to move. How dare you tell me I need to move? You don't know my financial situation. And you're gonna tell me that you've been living here for 70 years, and if I can't put up with the noise anymore, I need to move. I said, sir, if I could move, I would. But guys, I'm not gonna let anybody, as much as I want to move, you're not gonna charge me 2 months rent to leave here. No, you're not. And that's when it's not my fault. It's not like I wake up one day and said, oh, you know what? I can't stand this place anymore. I just want to go. No. Like, I have reasons why I've been wanting to go. You know, because you guys aren't doing, they're protected. You guys aren't doing anything to make me feel comfortable and appreciated in my own space that I'm paying rent for. So what's the point of me staying here? So yeah, he told me, but I'm not trying to jeopardize my credit, guys. I'm not trying to mess up my credit for anybody. I'm not. Because in America here, your credit represents you. And I've always had good credit. Very good credit. And I'm not gonna let, because of anger or, you know, disturbance from my neighbors, I just up and leave. So we had a tiff, or whatever you want to call it, and I said, yeah. I said, your child is the absolute worst on Sundays, because he's like, well, don't ever come and knock on my door again on a Sunday. I said, yeah, I'm coming to knock today, because Sundays are the worst. They're the absolute worst. Your child is the absolute worst on Sundays. And when I came back down here, guys, I'm like, you know what, Nadia? This man says he's been living here for 7 years. I guess people know, but nobody complains, right? Maybe that's what's going on, because we're all aware, it's evident, it's happening. So if you're gonna tell me that you've been here for 7 years, and you know your child has autism and there's nothing you can do about it, so if I can't take it anymore, if I can't take the noise anymore, I need to leave. So you know what, guys? I want to leave. But I want to leave clean. You understand me? I want to leave with a clean record. And I want to leave where, when I've explained everything to, guys, I've been writing emails to management from day one. Okay? And now we have a new property manager. So when I called him last Monday, May 2nd, and I told him what happened on May 1st. And of course, you know, everybody's just tiptoeing around the situation. It's a delicate situation because, you know, the child was born this way. I get that. But what about my peace? What about my peace? So since nobody cares about my peace, then I need to leave. And he's like, you know what, Nadia? I see your record. You're very good with paying your rent. Of course I am. I've always been. So, you know, the last thing we want you to do is move, is we don't want you to leave, but maybe we can figure something out and we take you to one of our next building. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I don't want you to take me to another building, to one of your other buildings, because from all the reviews I read on Google, all these buildings, the walls are very thin. They use cheap, like my friend said, Nadia, they use cheap paper to make, cheap whatever it is, material to make these buildings. And you call it luxury and want people to pay all this money, and then some of us have no peace here depending on the kind of neighbor we have. So yeah, no, I said no, sir. I don't want to. I don't want you to move me. And I have like what, 5 months left until my lease is up, guys. I might as well just keep putting up with it. God is keeping me. As much as I get very little sleep every day, if you go into my room right now, guys, you'll hear the noise. Until I guess they give him medication for him to go to sleep. So at least at night I get some sleep. But then sometimes it starts so early in the morning. It's getting better these days because I complained. But on weekends, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. So no, I don't want to have to go to your other building. You're going to pick another building for me and I'll be paying the same rent and blah, 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 blah. No, I don't want you to pick another building for me. Another unit for me. Where if I don't get good neighbors, it's going to be the same thing. Guys, I live here by myself and it's peaceful here in my apartment. I cause no trouble here for anyone. I don't play loud music or any of that kind of stuff. And even if I'm playing my music, trust me, quiet time starts here at 10. I'll be over with my music long before 10 o'clock. Okay? So I'm a peaceful neighbor. And it's unfortunate that I have neighbors around me and I can't get that same respect from them. So what am I doing here? No, seriously, what am I doing here? I'm paying an extra $600 for rent. And for what? I could have stayed where I was before. Because this noise here is 10 times worse than the noise I had where I was before. And I ran away from that noise. If you guys watch my video why I moved, I ran away from that noise. So guys, I'm gonna jump out a frying pan, jump in a fire. So no, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want you to move me. Who's gonna pack me up? It's gonna cost to move me. I'm not paying for that. Not with all that I'm going through here. Who's gonna pack me up? I said it to him. Who's gonna pack up all my stuff to put me in the next unit? Because you don't want me to leave. You don't want me to break my lease. I don't want to break my lease either. I wish I could just live out the rest of my lease in peace and be on my way. So guys, let me tell you, man, that boom with that headache last week, it ruined my week, and I'm not exaggerating. Because it's like this piercing headache is just here, it's just right here. Piercing headache is just right there. And it's not like it's internal, like I'm hungry and I need to go eat, you know? It's from outside disturbances. And I've been putting up with this way too long, guys, way too long. So guys, comment down below. I like I said, I spoke to the property manager last Monday and I told him I recorded. I told him, I said I recorded the argument between me and the child's father. I recorded it. And I want you guys to hear it. And whatever email I was sending back and forth with me and the old property manager, he says, send them to me. Send everything to me. And I sent them to him last Monday. A week later, guys, still nothing. I called him today to see, because he said he was going to give me an update. Last Monday, he said, okay, since you don't want us to move you, no, I don't want you to move me because I'm trying to move out of state, okay? So I said, no, at this point, I just want to go and I want to go in peace. That's what I said. I want to leave here and I want to leave here in peace. So, guys, yeah, this is the hell I am in. When I tell you this is one of my biggest regrets in life, I think I need to do a video and on all my biggest regrets in life. I have 3. This is not my 3rd one. It's my biggest regret in life. Moving here. Big mistake. Big mistake, guys. Big mistake. And you know what's funny? I got approved for this place really quick, like in less than a day. And guys, for some reason, right after, something in my heart was just like, Nadia, don't move there. Even though you pay your deposit, like, don't move there. And guys, I paid very little deposit to move here because my credit was so good. I didn't pay the full amount because usually whatever the rent is, that's what you pay for your deposit. So I paid very little here for the deposit. But guys, I'm telling you, after I paid my deposit, like when I was at my old place, something kept telling me, Nadia, I couldn't put my finger on it, guys. I couldn't put my finger on it. But something kept telling me, don't move there. Keep looking. And guys, I kept looking. I kept looking. I kept looking because I'm like, if something in my heart is telling me don't move there, even though it looks nice on the outside and I paid very little for the deposit, but guys, I kept looking and I couldn't find anything else in this same price range. And mind you, this place is not cheap. When I move from here and I'm settled in my new place, hopefully Atlanta or Florida or maybe Texas, I will tell you guys everything. Price, everything. And for some of you, it may not be a lot, but when I tell people how much I pay here for rent, they're like, oh wow, that's a lot. For others, it might not be, but it's the most I've ever paid in rent, and it's not worth it. Like, I moved from my last place to come here because, you know, it looked luxurious and I'm gonna be comfortable with my washer and dryer in my unit, and, you know, I'm just gonna have pure bliss. Guys, I've had quite the opposite. Bliss where? Bliss where? From November 1st, guys, until now, today is May 9th. I was going to say April. Today is May 9th. I've had no peace here. Very little peace I've had here. And I had issues with 3 different neighbors, and now it's down to 1. And that one is never going to change because, like they said, he's born that way. So it's either I'm going to put up with it or leave, pretty much. Because nobody has my back. Nobody. So you know what, guys? Since nobody has my back, it's time for me to go. I just hope by July 1st, I'm out of here, guys. I hope by July 1st, I am out of here. Without paying that $3,500 that, from what I read in the lease. You know, because I read that lease, guys. For some reason with this place, I read my lease top to bottom, which was a lot, but I read my lease. So they're not getting that from me. That is supposed to put towards me moving out of state. They're not getting that from me because I'm the one suffering here. I'm the one who's putting up with this disturbance day in and day out, especially because his wall is attached to my bedroom wall, and that's where I sleep. That's where I'm supposed to lay my head and get peace and get rest. So I can get up and do well at school, do well at work, come on here and do good at YouTube and be good at YouTube, you know? But it is what it is for now. And I'm gonna try my best to be positive because, guys, last week, May 1, when I left downstairs with that man, when I was done, I was so angry. My heart was full. I was so angry, you know? And I was like, Nadia, this too shall pass. And the day is gonna come, guys, like my coworker said to me today. The day is gonna come where I'm gonna get my peace. Because I'm not putting up with this anymore. If I have to put up until October 31st, I will. 5 more months to go, guys. But if I don't have to, and they say you can go, we're not gonna charge you, no problem. We understand the situation. We understand where you're coming from, because that's what he said. He said he does understand where I'm coming from, but you know? So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Me ranting about this hellhole I am in, but God is gonna get me out of it, you know? And he's gonna have something better for me on the other side. Don't forget, guys, please like, comment, and share. Comment, guys, if you have gone through anything that I've gone through. Please comment down below if you have gone through anything I have gone through. Comment down below, share with your friends and family, and I'm gonna see if I can keep up this momentum to like bring out a video once a week. You know, like a weekly update of what went on in my life the week prior. Because I think my life is very boring, but I think right now with all the chaos and with school, like I feel like I can come on here and have something to talk about. So let's see what happens. So guys, thank you so much for watching. You know what to do, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.